Hi, Dr. Shannon PT, and today our video is going to be some seated stretching yoga exercises. These videos are a little bit different than the other ones that we have up because today we're going to focus on holding a position and doing more of a stretch versus moving in and out of the different positions. So I hope you enjoy. First, let's start off by sitting in a good supportive chair with our feet being able to touch the floor. It's important that we have a good seating set up before we start these exercises. Let's take a look at our posture. If you find that you're sitting a little bit rounded forward, you're going to want to bring yourself up to try to have your ears stacked over your shoulders and your shoulders stacked over your hips. This is important to have your spine in optimum or the best alignment to participate in these exercises. The next thing that we're going to do is to go ahead and take a nice big deep breath to get our bodies filled with really good oxygen. So let's start off by taking an inhale for the count of 3 and an exhale for a count of 3. Let's begin. And let's go ahead and do one more deep inhale to the count of 3 and exhale to the count of 3. I'm going to count for you. Let's inhale for 1, 2, 3 and hold the breath, and exhale for 1, 2, and 3. Great job. Let's start off with some arm stretches. Please watch while I demonstrate the first one. We're going to bring our arms up, both arms together, and bring them in front of us at about a 90-degree angle. Let's go ahead and do it together, and we're going to hold for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and pause the video now so you can continue this stretch and holding it for as many seconds as you feel comfortable. All right, now we're going to move on to our next stretch. For the next one, we're going to do one arm at a time. For this one, you're going to bring your arm up as best as you can and place your elbow close to your ear. If you feel enough of a stretch in this muscle right here, then please hold it here. If you feel like you could get a little bit more of a stretch, take your opposite hand and help gently pull your elbow back a little bit more. Now let's go ahead and do this stretch together. We're going to bring our arm up close to our ear, and if you're able to, bring your opposite arm over and give a little bit of extra positioning. Let's go ahead and count for 3 together. 1, 2, and 3 second holds. Now go ahead and pause the video and continue to practice this stretch on your own. Great job. Now we're going to do the other arm. Again, bring your arm up, bending the elbow to try and get your elbow towards your ear. If that's enough stretch that you feel in this muscle right here, just leave it there. If you feel like you want a little more stretch, go ahead and bring your opposite arm over to help with position and holding. Let's go ahead and do this together and count for 3. 1, 2, 3. Great job. Please pause your video so you can continue to do this stretch on your own. Now that we've gotten our shoulders warmed up, we're going to move on to our hands and fingers to do some stretches. For this one, we can do both hands at the same time. You're going to reach out your hands and try to point your fingers toward the ground. Let's go ahead and try that together. Bring your arms up straight and point your hands down. Let's go ahead and hold for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And then the next part of this is to flip the hands up and hold. 1, 2, 3. For this exercise, remember that you're going to do both your right and left arms at the same time, and you're going to do 2 different directions with your hands. First pointing down and then pointing up to perform the stretches. Now we're going to go ahead and move into exercises to work more on our mid to lower back. So for this one, we're going to bring our arms across the body, kind of giving ourselves a bear hug. And you want to give yourselves a little bit of a squeeze so you can kind of feel your shoulders coming forward a little bit. This is to activate the muscles in the back. So you want to give yourself a little squeeze, and then what you're going to do is you're going to lean forward a little bit so you can start to feel the stretch going down the back. All right, let's go ahead and do that together for the count of 3. So remember, you're going to bring your arms around and cross, give them a little bit of squeeze so you feel your shoulders coming forward, and let's go ahead and lean forward for the count of 3, feeling the stretch going down our back. 1, 2, 3. Great job. Go ahead and pause the video now so you can continue to hold that stretch on your own. Now we're going to finish up with our last exercise for the day, and we're going to work on stretching out our lower back and hips. So for this one, what you're going to do is you're going to bring your leg up, and so it's across your body. If you're unable to get your leg in this exact position, even having it just crossed will work just fine for this exercise. So either position with your legs crossed or in this position, which would be the more advanced position. And then what you're going to do is you're going to sit up nice and tall, and you're going to lean forward a little bit. In this position, you should feel a gentle stretch in your hip muscle and also in your low back. And again, nothing should be painful. Let's go ahead and do that together. You're going to bring your leg up in either in this position or like this, and then you're going to lean forward, and let's hold it for a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Great job. Let's go ahead and do the other side now too. Bring up, and again, you can either have your leg like this or like this, whichever one is most comfortable for you. And for most of us, we tend to have one side, one hip tends to be a little bit tighter than another. So just because on maybe your right side you were able to get your leg all the way up, the left side you might not be able to do that, and that's okay. Those differences between the right and left are very normal in our bodies. So let's go ahead and bring our leg in position, and then let's go ahead and lean forward for a count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Great job. Now go ahead and pause the video so you can continue to do this exercise on your right and your left leg at your own pace. Thank you so much for watching our seated yoga stretching series. We hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.